Much of the best music in the world is created in ensembles or groups, wherein the individuals must give themselves to playing in a community. The closer the community, most often the more inspiring the music. Among the most known musical communities in what many refer to as Western classical music is the European classical symphony that evolved through the 18th century, and of course operatic-style choral music combining four voice types: higher and lower range women, soprano, alto, and higher and lower range men, tenor or baritone and bass. But there were numerous other instrument innovations that evolved from the 19th century. One in particular developed by the 19th century Belgian instrument designer Antoine Joseph Sax, attributed to him the saxophone. Although the saxophone rose to popularity in the jazz big bands of the 1930s and 40s, soon four different versions were created, imitating the ranges of the human voice, and as a result, a whole subgenre of classical ensembles, the saxophone quartet, was born. At the University of Michigan, one individual, Professor Donald Cinta, canonized classical saxophone performance, and as a result, many young saxophonists find their way to the School of Music to engage in a fascinating style of music, the saxophone quartet. One new sound in this genre is the Cerulean Quartet.
Well, one of the things that I think has made our group really strong is having been together for, this is now our third year. We're all in similar grades. We're the three of us, except for Mitchell, are juniors and he is a senior. So there's kind of that kind of similar age group and stuff, I guess, rather than being with master's students or something. There's just been a very strong bond ever since the beginning.
Yeah, we all kind of just grew up together.
Yeah, pretty much. Very, very close friendships. I think that's
we all, I think, very similar-minded, goals-wise and everything. So.
Exactly, and I even knew Salvador before we were in this quartet together several years ago when we were at the Interlochen Arts Camp together. We were in a quartet together, so we already had that
exact same instruments too.
Exactly. So
one thing I think is most unique about our group, I would say, is probably the rapport that we've built up over the years. Because of all that experience, making comments and changing things around, it's never really a personal thing. And it just means usually if we have a good rehearsal, it's just really good, quick work.
In Memoriam by Joel Love is a really special piece to our quartet. We've been playing it since our second semester, I believe. Something like that.
Pretty sure it's the second or third piece we worked on.
Yeah, it was one of the first pieces that we learned.
I know it was on my list of quartet reps that I wanted to learn too.
Yeah, ever since end of high school, I really wanted to play this piece, and I know we've all kind of felt similarly. Even since then, at least for me personally, it's still my favorite piece in the quartet repertoire. And even every time we play it, even in rehearsals and performing, I still get chills when I play it, and I think it's a really special piece and it's really unique. There's a lot of modern repertoire that doesn't really always make its place in terms of being a new standard, but I think In Memoriam has kind of made its way in terms of that, and I just want to thank Joel Love for that. I think his music's really special.
I don't know how vulnerable it is, especially considering what he was thinking about when he was writing it. After
what inspired it.
Exactly. Which was his father being diagnosed with cancer.
Yeah. And then later that year passing away. But this piece, has brought me, I don't know about you guys, but it's brought me a lot of, unforgettable experiences.
Yeah.